Hello everyone, Rurikhan here coming at you with another first impressions video, and today we're going to be taking a look at Fairy Fencer F for the PlayStation 3. This title was sent to me by Ms. America so that I could give it a look and tell you guys my opinions on it. So for those of you who are curious, let me just warn you ahead of time, this is a JRPG, so if you are not into JRPGs, there you go, just to get that out of the way. And to kind of let you guys know, a lot of you guys should know this by now, but if you don't, I tend to usually enjoy most JRPG, so bear that in mind when you take my opinion into consideration, so to speak. So starting up with gameplay, I'm not going to start straight up with combat because we're actually at a town right now. This is about 1 hour into the game, so if you're concerned with spoilers, I don't think you're going to get that many, so there shouldn't really be any problems. So I'm just going to show you guys a little bit about the events and the way that the gameplay works when you're in a town, and from there I believe that we will eventually go on to a dungeon where I can actually show you guys combat and that other kinds of stuff. So for starters, we're going to head out to Guillermo's pub. This pub is essentially a location where you go to listen to like local gossip and stuff like that. I actually prefer it to have navigation in towns like this for certain games, like, you know, just having a menu that tells you, okay, you can go here, here, and here, because a lot of times when you are in a town in a JRPG and you have to figure out, okay, so there's like a vendor somewhere in here that I have to find. This just kind of simplifies things a little bit, and so I actually like the way that Fairy Fencer F is doing it. But anyways, let's go to this sub-event over here in Guillermo's pub. So this is the main character, Fang. You'll notice that he looks very much like a slacker. That's because he is. Essentially, all he wants to do is eat. I'm assuming that he's very poor, therefore he can't even afford food, because since the start of the game, essentially, this guy just wants to eat. That's all he wants. Except that he apparently was lucky enough to be gifted with the blessing of a fencer or something. So he is a fencer, and he was able to acquire a fencer's, not a fencer sword, a fury, which is what they call a fencer sword, and a fury is a sword that's got a fairy inside of it, and now that fairy is essentially bound to him. But anyways, Fang is over here at Guillermo's pub. Let's see what's going to happen. Who's this guy? Oi! What the hell? I apologize. You better apologize. Don't make me beat you up. This guy looks like a fencer. He'd probably beat us up super easy. No, it's okay. You guys might be wondering if there's any voice acting. There is voice acting. There's also option for voice acting in Japanese. It's just not all the text is voice acted. So this text in this particular piece of text here is not voice acted, for instance. Oh, looks like that was the extent of the event there. We met that guy. Kind of met that guy. I'm assuming that is going to be an important character for later on. We can also talk to different characters. I've already done the text in these dudes, but this is usually not very important. Like, let's see what this dude has to say. I heard someone rescued some travelers in the desert from bandits. They said he was an angel or something. This was actually a cutscene that appeared right before I got back to town. I see whoever he is. He sounds like a nice person. It is not the dude that bumped into us just now, though. Plus, they said he's a strikingly handsome young man. Oh, I thought I was the only one. Yeah, your character, besides being a major slacker, he's also somewhat arrogant. But yeah, that is what was the extent of the dialogues that we can have here. So we're going to go back to the town. There's 2 more locations that you can go to. You can go to the Fountain Plaza. Usually here, there's more characters that you can talk to, like here, desert flowers. Hey, mister, do flowers bloom in the desert? Is this some kind of riddle? I heard that lots of flowers are blooming in the desert. If it's true, I want to go see them. There's a lot of text like this throughout the game. I'm not exactly sure what the purpose of that is. So that red event, though, that kind of seems to symbolize a major event. Here we are, the Sunflower Inn. So this is a character that actually stole one of the Furies from us, because we're on a quest to collect, like, all the Furies. Furies are these weapons. They're supposed to be like 100 of them or something. And we're on a quest to collect those because the fairy that is bound to us, she lost her memories, and we're supposed to help her by collecting all of these swords and resurrecting the goddess of light. Yeah, something along those lines. And essentially this character stole one fury from us, and somehow we ended up allying with her anyways. Here we are, the Sunflower Inn. This is her inn, and she promised our character that she would have 5-star food here for us, essentially, which is why he wants to come here. He's gonna start talking about food straight up, I bet you. First, we should try the 5-star food. See what I mean? Next, we'll eat some more 5-star food. Then we'll eat even more 5-star. All he wants to do is eat. And finally, we'll wrap up the day by eating the rest of the 5-star food. This is our fairy, Erin. She's the one who is bound to the sword that we have. So where is all this 5-star food anyway? Welcome, I've been expecting you. Please take good care of us. Who's this old lady? This is the manager of the inn and my relative. She will be cooking for us. This old lady's the 5-star chef? She doesn't look the part. Oh man, the food's not gonna be good. I know it. Do not worry, her skill in the kitchen is on par with any 5-star chef. You fraud! You totally lied to me! Her cousin's wife's... What? Her cousin's wife's eldest brother's friend is a 5-star chef, which means by the transitive property that she is one too. What? What does that even mean? Exactly. A stranger. Okay. Hey kid, you really don't believe that I'm a 5-star chef, do you? Where my last name happens to be 5-star. That means I really am a 5-star chef. Ah, Japanese stuff. Some people will not enjoy this type of humor or this kind of gameplay, so I kind of understand that. But once you go past this, there is somewhat of a satisfying combat element to it, which I will show you guys in a couple of minutes here. What kind of stupid joke is that? It doesn't matter so long as the food tastes good, right? If you nitpick the details, you will end up with severe athlete's foot. What? How does... I don't even know. I just... What? That's not even possible. What kind of logic is that? Oh my, you have athlete's foot? That's gross, Fang. You better not walk around this place in your bare feet. That is absolutely, positively not true. My feet are 100% fungus free. Stop your complaining and let us hurry along to the room. There are some things I would like to discuss. I'll give you some medicine that'll clear up your athlete's foot in no time. Okay. Okay, so I guess we have to talk here. We have to talk to Erin and Tiara. Let's see what Erin has to say first. Because Erin is our fairy, essentially. She's our partner. I'm glad we found a place to stay, but I'm still pretty mad at Tiara. Me too. She totally lied about this place having a 5-star chef. I keep saying chef. It's chef. You're still going on about that? And let's talk to Tiara for the main event. What did you want to talk about? Can you close your eyes for a bit? She's gonna steal from us, I know it. Sure, I guess, but seriously, what's going on? You will know soon enough, but for now, please close your eyes. I don't really get it, but I guess I'll play along. She's gonna disappear. Erin, you too. She's gonna run away. Now then. Whoa, it feels like my body is floating. Not yet. Do not open your eyes. Hey! I got a bad feeling about this. Okay, you can open them now. What the hell? What the? Where are we? What's a giant woman doing here? Oh wait, that's a statue. These are actually in the intro of the game. They tell you about this. So the lady on the right is supposedly like the goddess of light, whereas the dude on the left is like some deity that represents darkness. The goddess? Ah, so you noticed, as expected of a fairy. Well, what passes as a fairy, that is. Ooh, the insults keep coming. I'm not going to dignify that remark with a response. What is this place? How did we end up here? This is a dimension that exists between the boundaries of reality. In layman's terms, it is similar to a waking dream. This is QE's special power. QE is her fairy partner. So that little dog-looking thing is a fairy as well. And it is the partner of Tiara, who is the purple-wearing chick. I see, that's an amazing ability. So, we're not in reality right now. Gotcha. That's pretty mysterious. Long ago, the goddess was sealed in this space, and over there you can see the vile god. Yeah, the entity that represents darkness, like I've mentioned. The deity represents darkness. That's right, the vile god, a malevolent entity who attempted to destroy the world long ago. As you can see, he is currently sealed by the sword stabbed into his body. Right, I can detect a faint flicker of magical energy. He's not dead then. Same goes for the goddess too. Ah, now that I'm seeing this up close, what are those sword things supposed to be? They are furies, but the power of the fairies residing in them has diminished over time. Oh, you're right, those are furies. Furies are those swords that I told you guys about. None of the fury hit their mark though. The ones that missed eventually made their way to the human world, so those furies and their fairies ended up like me. I don't get it. What's up with this place anyways? Using the fury we obtained earlier, we will remove the swords that are stabbed into the goddess. Are you saying you're going to remove the goddess's seal? Precisely. Alright, we're about to wrap things up. I'm gonna wish for all the tasty food I can stomach. She's not gonna revive just by removing one or two swords. More importantly, what did you mean by using the fury? We must transfer the fairy residing in this fury to one of the dormant furies, activate it, and then pull it out. And that will revive the goddess? No. There's something else we need to do in addition to that. Of course, it would be way too easy if that was the case. I'd not exactly know what that is. Of course you don't. Why would you? How do you not know the most important part, and how do you know about all this anyway? Even I didn't know about this place. Fencer must educate themselves about the goddess and the vile god. It is far stranger than you two know nothing about this at all. Besides, the only reason we are able to visit this place is because of QE. Of course, if you weren't missing your memories, you would already know all this, right? This must be embarrassing for you. Ugh, I can't think of a response. Hey Fang, don't just stand there, say something. Food. So basically we gotta collect furies so we can use the fairies inside of them to release the seal, right? So if our original goal hasn't changed, then who cares? Exactly. At least our lazy character is right about that. Well, yes. Also, if you attempt to remove a sword, something will attack you, so please be careful. What do you mean, something? It's probably some kind of defense mechanism that protects the seal. Boss fight? That's right. It can be quite difficult to handle. Please be careful when you pull out the swords. So you've already tried to do that? Well, it seems furies that have been bonded to a fencer can't be used. Perhaps that's because the pact they formed is still in effect. You sound like you've experienced this before. This better not be a trap. I would do no such thing. You think I've forgotten about that tea stunt you pulled? Yeah, she basically poisoned us with tea, and we became paralyzed, and that's when she stole one of our furies. Such details are irrelevant. The three of us are all trying to revive the goddess, correct? Then it's settled. We will collect the furies and break the goddess's seal. Understood? I wish we knew some other way to do this. We just gotta roll with it, I guess. Kiwi! Okay, this is one of the things that is annoying. Every now and then, just like Aaron pops up with another tutorial, I've been getting these throughout the duration of the first hour of the game, and something tells me they're just gonna keep on going. Godly Revival lets you remove the Fury Seals containing the Goddess and the Vile God. To do so, you need a fairy from a Fury you've already collected. First, choose either the Goddess or the Vile God. Of course, no sane person would ever choose the Vile God. Next, select which Fury Seal you want to remove. Each one has an assigned rank, so you need a fairy whose rank also matches. Choose a fairy to help remove the Fury Seal, and then transfer it into the Fury, activate it, and pull it out. Make sure you compare the fairy's abilities with the Fury's. When you're ready, confirm your selection. Enemies will appear as a defensive measure, so watch out for warnings. Also, once a fairy is transferred, it cannot be undone. If you win, you will successfully remove the Fury Seal, and you will have access to its ability too. It's very useful, and when you get a new Fury, remove a seal right away. Very well, that means that we can... It is said that the Goddess and Vile God were created from light and darkness, respectively. These deities fought each other long ago and eventually sealed each other away. Allegedly, the Goddess fought to protect all life, including the lives of humans, while the Vile God sought to return all existence to nothingness. The Fury's power is keeping them sealed, but so much time has passed that the seals are starting to weaken. Like Tiara said, we may have to fix the seals ourselves. If the Vile God ever awakens instead of the Goddess, the world will come to an apocalyptic end, so we need to do our best to collect the Furies and prevent that. Yes. Okay, so I'm assuming we can remove one of the seals now then. Oh man, I so want to choose the Vile God. Because it just seems like the wrong thing to do. I mean, we could essentially just remove the stuff from the Vile God and then kill him. That'd be pretty cool. Let's do that. Screw it. Wait, please. It is dangerous to get so close to the Vile God. Let us pull out one of the goddess's swords. No. No. No, I want to pull out swords from the Vile God. God damn it. Maybe that's later on, I guess, because they're not going to let us do it now. Anyways, we'll remove one of these. So, which sword can we pick? Wow, we can pick any of these swords, huh? Interesting. Which one should we pick? Oh wait, it actually tells us skills. Obtained money, obtained XP, obtained money, obtained XP plus 30, obtained XP plus 60%, but we lose P attack and P defense. Stun null. What's WP? Oh, this is actually really sweet. WP is weapon power, which is something that you use for upgrades. So if you get this is pretty good. Can we do this? No fairies available. Well, that kind of sucks. So essentially I don't have a fairy? Is that what we're saying here? Wait, maybe I need to... Wait a second. Okay, so let's unequip the fairy that I have equipped right now. Which, if we go on to swords, just remove this sylph, yes. And now we should be able to go here. And where is the one that gives me... No, still no fairies available. What? Wait. How can I select a fairy to begin with? This doesn't seem to make a lot of sense. I can't really figure out how... I mean, it seems that we should just like... Okay, so this one would work. Wind protection +1, learning, fire protection. So essentially I can only get like the crappy stuff. Obtained money, obtained XP, obtained XP. But why can't I get like the ones up further up? Okay, this one's like really big. So this one's not, you're not supposed to be able to remove this one, I guess, but why not like this one, for instance? Not cool. Can't remove this one either. Ability, water, protect. Oh, it's C. Okay, there's the ranks. I can see it now. I get it. Ah, okay. So our fairy is C, which is why we can't remove any of those. Okay. Very well. Let's look for something C ranked. So we have gun prowess, which actually doesn't do that much. This is B. I guess we should just select the C one and then change it. So we get P-Def, M-Def, obtained XP. I guess we'll go for XP then. Or money. I don't really care about money that much. Can also get physical attack if we wanted to. But I'll go for XP, really. I mean, we're at the start of the game, so XP kind of makes more sense. Borrow this fairy's power, yes. A presence resides in the sword. Pull it out. Yeah! Battle. This way I can talk to you guys about the combat system. Wow, there are a lot of enemies here. And they get the first strike too, which kind of sucks. So anyways, the way this works is we control two characters. You'll notice there's an initiative bar to the left. So essentially this character will play. After that, this character will play, the main character over here, Fang. And after that, you have like the two bees in the back that are going to attack. And after that, the big bear will attack. You can see that by just looking at the initiative bar all the way to the left side. Now, if you look to the gauges on the top right, you will notice that they have like this purple gauge. When that gauge fills up, right before that last section, you can do a special transformation, which we will probably do during this fight, I'm assuming. But for now, the basic stuff is you can wait. If you wait, your turn will come faster and you gain physical defense. And you can also do special commands, which will include skill, magic, like flowing. In this case, we can do flowing slash, whatever this is. And we also can do cure and water spouts. Damage your targets with an eruption of water. So will this hit more than one target? Oh, it will if I aim it properly. So this could actually be really good. So I will subscribe to your newsletter and we will do this. Oh wow, we wrecked that beast straight up, and we knocked back the other dude. So as you can see, you get some cool animations when you are when you do your abilities in your combat and whatever. You can also just come up here and just straight up attack the enemy if that's what you want to do. But that might not be in your best interest. I mean, particularly this dude, because he's like level 10. He's going to wreck our face. Like, my main character is only level 3, and the other character is like level 5. Her, she's level 5. You'll also notice that my dude has like a burnt toast in his mouth. That's like one of the customization items that I was able to pick up. So I could kill that other bee, but I really want to start focusing down this dude. What's like the toughest thing I can do to him? I think it's probably going to be shooting slash, which we will do. Shooting slash on him, straight up.
Executing shooting slash.
Ooh, that was not that good.
My turn.
Oh, wow. That was a lot of damage that he did there. Okay, so I want to do a skill now on him. Would be cool. I haven't seen Flowing Slash from her, so we could probably check that out. We can also do Cure, which will heal our dude, which is actually sounding pretty good. But we will not... Let's just try to stay in range, because she actually has a lot of range on account of her glaive. So we'll do that, and we'll do Flowing Slash. Actually, Flowing Slash has got a lot of range. Oh, it will actually hit both targets? Wow, she has a ton of range. I had not played with this character before. She just joined my party before we got to the town. That was actually pretty good. Let's try that. Oh, it looks she actually only focused damage on one. That's fine. She is ready to actually Fair Eyes. You will notice that her bars switched colors. So I will do her Fair Eyes ability on the next turn that she plays. Looks like the monster's about to focus on her. So I might want to come up to the monster and just use my skills. Can I do magic as well? Oh, I can do Fireball. Sweet, I'm actually curious because I've never done a spell with this dude. Let's see how far away the Fireball actually reaches. Fireball, oh yeah, it's got some decent range to it. Now, the reason why I want to stay away is because this forces the enemies to move to you, which is actually pretty good. Because maybe they won't be able to hit me in the next turn. Oh, that's pretty sweet. Except the damage was pretty weak sauce. However, as you can see, he wasn't able to reach me in time for an attack. So what this means now is that we get to do the Fair Eyes ability on her, which is, once again, when that gauge fills up right above her portrait, if you guys notice that. So we are going to Fair Eyes, and that is going to increase our damage considerably. Now, when you do Fair Eyes, for starters, you're going to gain increased power, increased defense, all that kinds of stuff, but the gauge will diminish every turn, so you're limited to how long you can actually stay in Fair Eyes mode. Obviously, your character looks like all kinds of weird after you Fair Eyes. Now, let's see what kind of special skills we get. We get the Tempest Waltz, which will also take away 40% of our hit points, so it's very important to keep that in mind, as well as a bunch of SP, really. Let's see what this will do. Oh, sweet. I'm going to wreck these two. Get wrecked, son.
Hey, lend me your power. It's over.
That was pretty beast, if I can say so myself. Unfortunately, it looks like we're not going to be able to do Fair Eyes on our main character, but that's fine. We can still give him a Shooting Slash because we're actually in range for the Shooting Slash. Shooting Slash actually allows you to go beyond your sphere of movement. If you notice, this green circle determines how far away you can move. This is turn-based, so don't find it weird that I'm like walking around while the dude's doing nothing. But as you can see, this skill actually allows me to go outside my range of attack. And interestingly enough, you don't stay in range after you do this. You come back to where you are.
Executing shooting slash.
Let's go, Aaron!
My turn.
Oh wow, you're just gonna get wrecked, dude. I'm sorry about that. However, she did lose a ton of health, so I would say let's try and test out the healing and see how that works. Let's Cure Tiara. I like the animations on these spells. I like that a lot. Okay, it's my turn. How are we doing in SP? We have enough SP, so I say we do Same skill again. We don't have a lot of skills yet because, like I said, this is at the start of the game to avoid spoilers and whatnot. There's a bunch more damage in there. He finally got to hit us again. So, should I heal or should I just wreck him? I think I'll wreck him. The hell with all that. I've never done a special regular skill with Fair Eyes. I'm assuming it's going to deal a ton more damage, so... Oh, wow. She's not fooling around. Get wrecked, son! And once again, as per usual in Japanese RPGs, at the end you get like the thing indicating your score, your damage, your combos, all that kinds of good stuff. That was a pretty nice fight, if I can say so myself. So we successfully removed one of the swords. What happens now? I don't even know. You successfully pulled out a Fury Seal. The fairy within it has obtained new power. So she now has Angel's Luck. An Angel's Blessing increases all gold and XP earned. As well as Wind Protection, which she already had. Revival rank up, which I'm not exactly sure what that means, but okay. Man, that thing came right at me. Well, not like I couldn't handle it. Kiwi! We actually defeated it and broke a seal, look! We did it! Thank you so much! Oh, that was awfully honest of you. It's a boss's responsibility to acknowledge their peons' hard work, that's all. Oh yeah, essentially, it's not like we're allies. She invited us to be her servants and we're like, yeah, sure, because our main character wanted food. Who are you calling a peon? I've got some choice words for you. Hey, hold it. For some reason, I can feel incredible power coming from the sword I pulled out. You're right, what is this? Perhaps it was affected by the goddess's divine power, though it is difficult to say for sure. But it seems the resonance effect has become significantly stronger. Resonance effect? What's that? When two furies resonate with each other, a mysterious power is exerted that's known as the resonance effect. A mysterious power, huh? Seriously, where'd you learn all this? Like I said, I've done my homework. Do the details really matter when we're getting closer to reviving the goddess? Kiwi! I guess that's true, but... Who cares? Let's go home. I'm hungry. Of course, he needs his food. Good idea. Let's go back and have ourselves a 5-star meal. Don't remind me about that disappointing reveal. I'm sorry, I can't reveal the truth. Aaron's Fencer Lecture. Once again, the tutorials, they keep on coming. The resonance effect occurs when two furies... Furies? When two furies resonate with each other, simply put, you can equip the fairy that resides inside a fury. Fairy's power, its stats, and abilities will be added to the power of the character who equips it. While equipped, the fairy will earn any XP accrued from battle. After you've earned enough XP, the fairy's level will increase. When the fairy levels up, its stats increase, and it might even learn a new ability or two. Selecting the resonance effect can be done from the equip screen. The fairy stats will be visible, so take your time choosing. Also, you can compare your current resonance effect with any potential replacements by pressing triangle. Good God, these tutorials keep on coming. Let's go over the place that will serve as our base of operations, the Sunflower Inn. At Sunflower Inn, you can perform Godly Revival and talk to your other party members. According to Tiara, Godly Revival is Kiwi's ability, so we'll need Tiara and Kiwi with us to do it. Talk to your other party members by using the D-pad to select someone, press X. At certain points, some special conversations might appear. Be sure not to miss them. Are we done with tutorials? No, of course not. When two furies resonate with each other, they can use a portion of each other's power. This is known as the resonance effect. Wait, yes, you explained it already. Just by using the furies, the fairies are able to... Yes. Yes, okay. They seem to really, like, emphasize stuff that you've already learned. It's wasteful not to use the fairies you've collected. It'll definitely give you an advantage to battle, so you better be grateful. Yes. Are we done? Thank you. Thank you very much. Now then, let's go ahead and do that real fast. Fairies. So how do we equip the resonance thing? Is it here? Looks like I've already have it equipped. Wait. Alright, let's give it our all. Collect all the fairies. We need lots of enthusiasm, willpower. Harumph! Okay, it doesn't look like I can actually equip anything here. No, that's not it. Battle options, equip. So we'll equip this fairy, which will give us the resonance effects. At least I think so. I thought there was something to choose in the fairies, though. That's kind of like what I got out of it. Let's also do formation, because I haven't done formation yet. Yeah, seems about right. Well, actually, can she be in the back? Can't I, like, move her somewhere? Oh, you can only have her in the front, it seems. How about placement screen, rotate. Why can't I, like, move her down? It just seems weird. I would like to have her in the back. Doesn't look like... Oh, wait. There we go. That's exactly what I was looking for. Because she's got a lot of reach. So I might as well just tank and she can just stay behind me and still attack. Seems a lot better. Okay. Let's see another event and hopefully we can go to a dungeon afterwards so that I can show you guys a little bit of dungeon gameplay. Looking for Lola.
Hello again.
Hello again.
Some extra cash? I have some valuable information. How does this price sound to you?
Would you like to buy Lola's info? It will cost 300 Gs. I don't think I have it. Wow. What a bitch. Okay, I guess we'll have to go grind, so we'll go exit to the world map. The reason I don't have any gold is because I actually bought a bunch of potions because I thought I was going to need them. So essentially we have to go to a dungeon. We'll just use the basic dungeon, that way I also will not spoil any dungeons for you guys. This is the starter dungeon, and these are the enemies that you will find there: bees, ravens, and orthoceras. So let's enter Salt Plains. It's just going to be a very basic dungeon. So dungeons work like this. You move around, you can attack enemies by doing this. Once you attack them, you will enter combat mode. If they hit you before you hit them, it's kind of the usual JRPG stuff. They will get a preemptive attack. If you hit them before they hit you, you will get a preemptive attack, like so. Whoops. So, if I can just hit that guy. Preemptive strike! Now, these enemies are not going to be very hard, so don't expect them to. It's basically going to be like slash, slash, get killed instantly. But this is essentially the gameplay of dungeons. I mean, you guys have seen me do the hardest fight I've done so far, which was that bear thing of level 10. Everything else besides that has been pretty easy, like these bees and these birds over here. Did I hit them or did they hit me? I think I hit them. Yeah, that's pretty sweet. So I'll just get rid of this bee. Oh, she actually got a hit off. Again, with two characters, this is just way too easy. But let me just tell you guys my overall impressions of the title so far. I like the combat system. I think the combat system is pretty cool. I'm not saying that it hasn't been done before. I'm not sure if it has been done or not, because I haven't played that many RPGs to really be the judge of that. But I like the fact that you move around and you plan your skills and attacks, even though right now all I'm doing is essentially auto-attacking through here, because all I need is money off of here, really. And I think we're getting money off of every single combat that we're doing, so that's pretty good, right? Flawless Fencer! Land a symbol attack as the party leader. Sure thing. This dude's pretty tough. Maybe not. Let me just check if we're actually making any money. Yeah, we're getting some money, not that much. We need like 300. Dungeon crawler. Oh, don't you dare be. Oh, she still got me. But yeah, overall, I really like the combat system. Some of the story stuff, I mean, I don't really care that much about the story, if I'm to be completely honest, because it just seems like it's the typical story, like guy does not want to have powers, guy gets powers anyways. Guy doesn't care about powers, all he wants to do is eat. Okay, I guess that part is not as usual as the rest of the other things that I've been saying. Wow, that spell is pretty damn beastly. Let's actually try a fireball on this bee. See if that actually hurts it. But the thing about it is definitely combat for me. I really like the combat, I like the animations. However, it does have a problem which you guys are probably noticing right about now, and that is the frames per second. Yes, they are not that great. They could have done a lot better job optimizing the game. I mean, if you look at the game, it doesn't have that much detail. Sure, it's a PS3 title, but still, I've seen stuff on the PS3 that looks a lot better than this, and it doesn't run as bad as this, which I don't really understand, particularly because I think this title is only on the PlayStation 3, if I'm not mistaken, so I kind of feel that they could have optimized it a little bit better. But I mean, it's not the end of the world, because to be honest, frames per second don't really matter that much in this title. I mean, you can do pretty much all of the combat with the current frames per second without having that many issues. It's just something that I like telling people about. I like the art style. It's not like it's particularly original or anything, but I like it. But something that I really like is definitely the crazy animations of when you do fair eyes and all that other kinds of good stuff. Those animations I just feel are really, really cool. I really wish I could have shown you guys a dungeon that was more challenging, though. It's a damn shame that I spent all my money in potions. Sol Plains, north. Hello, B. You ready to die? But yeah, you guys have seen some pretty cool combat. I was hoping that I would at least be able to do some fair eyes in here with my main character so that you guys could see that, but I guess not. Eventually, it seems like you will be able to have 3 party members that you will be able to pick from, because right now we only have 2, as you guys can see. So you want to keep those things in mind. Aw, damn it, we got ambush. Not that it matters all that much, because if I properly use her spell... Not the Flowing Slash, not the Cure either, Water Spout. Let's see if I can... Oh, you're wrecked. Her spell is so beast. Look at this. Boosh. Goodbye. It just like gives people a bath and wrecks them. Again, it's just the one frustrating thing about this game I would have to say is more about the frame rate than anything else. If you can deal with that, and if you like JRPGs, I see no reason why you wouldn't like this title. So, yeah. This is Fairy Fencer F. I like it. I would have preferred to see some better performance on the game's engine. The story so far has been pretty basic about the whole, there's a goddess, we need to help the goddess of light come back to life. As you guys probably noticed there, because there was a big chunk of story. There's a lot of dialogue in this game. There's usually a lot of dialogue in all JRPGs, so I guess that is kind of to be expected. And I did want to give you guys the full experience, which is why I did not skip any of that dialogue. But I still think you guys probably got a pretty decent idea of it. So yeah, that's going to be it for this video, as per usual. Leave me your comments, feedback, all that kinds of good stuff in the comment section below. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.
Next! That was nothing. I'm even stronger now.